Hello, my name is Hayden Hicks.
My name is Andrew Badiato, and the philosophy of education that we chose is idealism, and that's what we'll be discussing today.
Idealism is a philosophy that deals with reality and how we perceive it. Reality, as we know it, is immaterial and mentally constructed in terms of idealism, and the mind should grasp truth and beauty, which are universal and absolute.
Plato was a famous Greek philosopher. We've all heard of him. He was a student of Socrates, and he promoted the ideas of idealism. Epistemology is essentially what is knowledge, and for Plato, he contended that he knew nothing, and that he was wiser in knowing that he knew nothing. He believed that there was a distinction between appearance and reality that meant he could not trust his senses. And he thought mathematics was the highest form of knowledge.
Plato believed there were 4 levels of intelligence, the first being imagination, second belief, third judgment, and lastly reason. His education consisted of storytelling, play, and he also believed children could learn from imitation and form good or bad habits that way. He taught ages 3 to 6 by playing, taught ages 6 to 12 by segregated gender education, and taught ages 13 through 16 a classical education, which included music, dancing, literature, geometry, and astronomy.
Froebel was also a philosopher that promoted idealism. He was a German philosopher, and he promoted specifically the kindergarten movement. His ideas included having a child grow through spiritual, mental, and physical means. He promoted that there's a unity between child and mother, and also play is very important in a child's education.
Froebel was very specific about the kindergarten classroom environments in schools. He believed rooms should be sunny and with a garden, all desks and chairs should be child-sized, and games and simple play would include moral lessons, for example, the circle games. He trained children in habits of neatness, courtesy, and respect to others, and he believed all kindergarten teachers should have a motherly role to their children.
Idealism branched into an educational ideology called perennialism. And perennialism promotes that classical knowledge mirrors universal knowledge, and teachers are transmitters of such knowledge. It really promotes a liberal arts curriculum, and in a typical classroom with perennialism, you'd find lectures, dialogue, discussion, and essay writing. As an English educator, idealism would be a very effective philosophy to take into the classroom. For example, if I want my students to argue a point, I would take them through the Socratic method. I would question their questions to ultimately dig to a deeper truth through discussion, through debate, and dialogue. I would typically have a lecture format, and obviously in English we would be writing essays that would really help people defend their truth.
Being a math education major, I would talk to my students on the universal truth of math. I would explain to them that no matter where you are in the world, there is an answer to 2 plus 2, and it is always going to be 4, no matter where you are.